What's up, you guys? Welcome to 2025. Woo! I cannot believe it's already 2025, but I'm also very, very excited. I've never been this excited about a new year before, and I have decided to start the year off strong by doing the 75 soft challenge. It's a different version of the 75 hard challenge, which some of you guys may have heard of before, but if you haven't heard of this before, don't worry. I'm gonna go over all the rules, everything you need to know to get on this challenge with me. And this video is exactly that. It is an invitation for all of you, my beautiful ladies, to join me on this challenge, to start implementing the habits, to start actually putting actions into our New Year's resolutions and accomplish our goals. So by the end of this video, you'll have everything you need to get started on the 75 soft challenge. I'm going to record my entire journey, and I will provide a lot of update videos so that you guys can see the journey and know what to expect. And I know that by having to record update videos, you guys are gonna keep me accountable. And I'm hoping that also by watching these videos, you can be inspired to also go on this journey with me. Now, I am starting my challenge today on January 1st, 2025. But honestly, whenever you're watching this video is a good day to start. It's never too late to start working on your goals, to start taking action and making your dreams come true. So let's get started. I'll be using my phone throughout this video so that I make sure I'm not missing anything, so you guys can have all the information you need. So if you're someone who struggles with building discipline or incorporating healthy habits into your routine, this challenge is going to help you to stay consistent. The reason why I'm doing this challenge personally, I'll start with that, is because, I'm pretty good at coming up with the habits. I'm pretty good with coming up with my goals and my vision, but I am not the greatest at staying consistent. And so I realized that I do really well with challenges. The only reason why I've been able to be so consistent on my YouTube channel lately is because I gave myself a challenge to just record. Like, regardless of the views, regardless of whatever happens, I gave myself a challenge. Like, no matter what, I just have to record a video and just post it. So I realized that I do really well with challenges because it gives me a specific, definite goal that I can work on. And I realized that it helps me to take action when I use the word challenge, like, I love a good challenge and I hate losing. So if you're anything like that, you will do really well with incorporating challenges into your personal development journey. Okay, so the rules of the 75 soft challenge. Okay, so there are 5 daily tasks that you have to incorporate into your routine no matter what. Like, I'm gonna have some additional routines and additional tasks that I plan to also do, but these 5 tasks I cannot negotiate myself out of. It is non-negotiable. No matter what's going on in my life, I have to do at least those 5 things every single day for the next 75 days. So I'm so scared, but also so excited because, like, I have like a pretty demanding career, right? For some of you guys who may not know, I'm an attorney, a corporate attorney at that. So, like, I have a pretty demanding career, and some days are very, very busy. Like, if I have like a deal or a transaction coming up or a deadline coming up, like, I know that my days are usually extremely busy. So I love the fact that, I have 5 things that I know, like, no matter what, like, I have to do those 5 things for me in order for me to stay on track to accomplish my goals for 2025. So rule number 1 is that you have to do 45 minutes of daily movement. Like, you have to move your body. You have to do some sort of exercise for 45 minutes every single day. Obviously, some days are going to be like more heavy workouts. Other days can be just you doing a Pilates workout or a hot yoga workout or something like that, or going out for a walk even, but you absolutely have to find a way to move your body for 45 minutes every day. And I definitely saw how that had a positive benefit on me. So I know that this works for me personally because I have tried it and I have been consistent in 2024 with working out, and I can see how that just helped me to be in a better mood, and obviously also helped me to not gain as much weight as I would have normally during the holiday season, even though I still did. I gained like 7 pounds. So I'm very committed and I'm very motivated to really just get back to where I was before the holiday season. The second rule is that you have to follow a strict, balanced diet. You can choose to do a more strict meal plan or a little bit more flexible meal plan. I'm probably gonna be somewhere in between. However, my goal is to do more of a strict meal plan because I have to undo all the damage I did during the holiday season. Rule number 3 is that there are going to be no cheat meals. If you're going to eat a meal that's not in your meal plan, you have to do a really small portion. Be mindful of what you're eating. I think that's the whole point of it, to make sure that what you're putting in your body is going to lead you to your goals, because we have goals. Like, that's the thing. Like, we have goals, we have New Year's resolutions, we have a vision of who we want to be and what we want our bodies to look like, and it takes sacrifice to get that, and that's just a part of it. Rule number 4 is to drink 3 liters or at least a gallon of water a day. I'm going to go for a gallon, but at least 3 liters of water every single day. You have to drink it. You guys know the benefits of drinking water. It's just a better choice for your body, and it's just like, it's a healthier drinking option. Your body needs water, and there's so many benefits to drinking it. So definitely rule number 4 is to drink at least 3 liters to a gallon of water a day. And finally, rule number 5, which honestly is probably my favorite one of them, you have to read 10 pages of a nonfiction self-improvement book every single day, at least 10 pages. The 2 books that I'm gonna go with are these two books. I am going to read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill and Untamed by Glennon Doyle. Okay, so let's talk about the pre-challenge preparation checklist. This is just a checklist of things that I'm going to do today to make sure that I'm prepared to stay on track and to get success with this challenge. First thing I'm going to do is take an initial progress picture. This is one of the recommendations that my trainer gave me, because you want to be able to track your progress. I mean, if you guys have watched any of my goal setting videos, I talk a lot about how important it is for the brain and the mind and for you to stay motivated and inspired to track your progress, because how do you know if what you're doing is working if you're not tracking? You cannot change what you don't measure. Another thing I would do to prepare for this challenge is to start meal prepping. Like today, I'm going to make sure I meal prep, or at least by tomorrow morning, I'm going to meal prep my meals for the entire week. Again, if you guys want some more details on how to meal prep, I can do a video. Just let me know down in the comments. A big part of success, not just in this challenge, but in life in general, is that you have to prepare. You have to plan. Failing to plan is planning to fail. So you have to prepare your meals ahead of time just to prevent any accidents or any last minute decisions. You already have the food you're going to eat in the fridge. It's a lot easier to just go ahead and pick it up. Again, because one of our goals is to drink water, I definitely would recommend getting you a water bottle. I recommend just buying a water bottle, a gallon if you can, so you don't have to refill a bunch of small bottles every single day. If you already have the gallon full of water already, like the chances of you drinking it are just a lot higher. I would also recommend that you guys pick the self-improvement book or books that you're going to read throughout this challenge so that you have less decisions to make. But you don't have to be like, what book am I going to read 10 pages of today, because you've already picked out the books, you already know that they're there. And I would also recommend to put them in the place that you plan to read every single day. Like for me, I plan to read usually in the morning or right before going to sleep. So I'm going to have those two books on my nightstand for sure. I would also recommend that you guys create a space for tracking your progress. I personally am going to use the app that my trainer uses, but there's a lot of apps on the internet about how to track your progress. Again, if you want to start with taking a picture, that's also one way of tracking your progress. But finding a way, like deciding right now what you're going to use, what system you're going to use to track your progress, is an important way to prepare for this challenge. So right now I'm going to talk about some additional bonus habits that I'm going to try to implement in order to maximize my results. And also because it's the beginning of the year, I'm so motivated and inspired right now. So I'm going to take advantage of this energy and add some additional habits that I also want to incorporate. Now, these habits are not non-negotiable. They're just habits that I want to put extra effort in implementing more every single day, or as often as I can every week. But those 5 habits we talked about earlier, those are the rules that we cannot break. We have to show up for ourselves and do these 5 things. But the things I'm going to talk about right now are just optional items to give you guys some ideas of other habits that you might think about also adding to your routine. And these are also habits that I'm going to try to add to my routine as well. One thing I want to do more of is trying to make sure that I'm more intentional about doing a morning and a night meditation. Now, back in 2023, I spent that entire year and I meditated almost every single day. Literally, I think I barely missed a day. When I tell you that completely changed my life, right? The level of mindfulness that I have now, I think it's because I have set that foundation of having meditated and spending time with my own thoughts. I think that really helped me out. But because now I'm a little bit able to function a lot better without having to do a meditation, I want to reincorporate that into my routine because I know that it was extremely beneficial for me. So I am going to try to implement doing a morning and a night meditation as often as I can throughout these 75 days. I'm also going to be a little bit more intentional about doing my gratitude journaling. You guys probably have seen this journal all over social media, but it's a gratitude journal. I bought it in 2024, around May 2024, and I think I probably only did 10 days since that. So I'm not doing really great at actually writing down things on this journal because I also have a different journal. But I do like that this is a space just for the things that I'm grateful for, and I feel like this is a great place that I can just go to and remind myself how blessed I am. I do want to use it more often in 2025, so one of my goals is to try to write more in this journal in the next 75 days. Another habit that I'm going to try to implement is to use my red light therapy mask. This is Omnilux Contour, because I have a more detailed unboxing video. So this is it, the Omnilux mask. I actually got this mask for Christmas and I've been using it for the past 4 or 5 days. So I'm excited to actually see the progress. It's one of those things that you have to use pretty consistently for a month or 2 to see progress. So I really want to actually use the thing that I asked for, and it's not cheap. That mask costs probably around $400 or $500. So I want to actually use it and see the progress because my skincare is very important to me, and I want to keep my skin in tip-top shape. And I'm going to see if this is actually an effective way of continuing to keep my skin where I want it to be at. I also want to be more intentional about listening only to high vibe music and podcasts or anything. I am not open to negative energy in 2025. I'm so sorry. And so what I'm going to do is making sure that I'm intentionally seeking out that positive energy through the music that I listen to, the YouTube videos that I watch, and the podcasts that I watch. And that is why I try my very best to keep this channel real high vibe as well, because I would love to be one of those channels that you guys watch in order to seek out that positive energy that makes you want to be your best self. So if you're feeling the vibe, sis, go ahead and subscribe down below. I would love to have you. I'm definitely dedicated to coming on here with positive energy, and I don't want this to be a space for negativity at all, because I'm not that type of person. That's just not who I am. And I know that negative energy sometimes get more views and all of that, but I'm not going to sacrifice who I am and my soul to gain the world. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm gonna be who I am. I really like to be a positive person and have a positive energy and effect on the people that I meet, including all of you guys. So I definitely plan to bring all the positive energy in 2025 here. So go ahead and join. Another thing that I'm going to be consistent with is flossing, daily flossing. I'm not always consistent with this. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I was in 2024 for like the first 6 months of the year, and then summer came, I was traveling, it was a lot. So I wasn't as consistent throughout the end of the year, but I wanna go back to flossing every single day, no matter what, because it's just good for dental health. And I'm just a huge believer in self-care and keeping your body in tip-top shape as much as you can. So one of the things that I wanna do is making sure that I floss every single day. I also wanna have weekly decluttering sessions. I'm one of those people, like, I have done really well learning how to detach from people and situations, but I'm still making a lot of progress from detaching from things. Like, I don't know why I have an emotional connection with so many things that I own, only because I feel like I used to use dressing up as a way of self-expression in seasons of my life where maybe I didn't feel so free to express myself and be who I was. So I have a lot of connections to my clothes and things, but I've been doing so much therapy and inner work and journaling on this, and I feel like I'm ready to actually take action now and just start letting go of the things that did serve me in that season, but honestly are just cluttering up my space at this point. So I have to let them go, and I'm hoping that I can let them go to a good cause. Like, I'm going to send probably a lot of them to Haiti, which is my home country, and maybe, you know, gift it to like family and friends. I'm also going to limit my social media use. Now, I'm pretty good at doing this because around 2023, like, I spent over a year off of IG. So I have trained myself to be able to not be on social media, but I have a problem with YouTube. Like, I consume so much YouTube content, you guys, and it's great that I am so like hungry for knowledge and doing better and being my best self, but like, I feel like I need quiet space. Like, I feel like I need time to just sit down and not learn anything and not do any work on myself and just like be. So I'm going to limit some of my content consumption and social media use in 2025, you know, so that I can spend more time with God and with myself and come up with the best ideas for this channel, because I really feel like I felt called to do this. So I want to go back to the source and, you know, God, who told me to be here, who told me to do this channel. So I want to be in contact with him more consistently so that I can hear from him to know what I need to do next on here. I don't want this to be all me. I want it to be God. Okay. I want it to be God acting through me. And I'm not one of those, right, super judgmental Christians. So please don't run away. Okay. Do you, baby? Like, I am the non-judgmental friend. You can ask all my friends. Like, I will never, like, I'm a big authenticity person. So just be yourself around me. Like, I'm not going to be one of those, right? But I also have to be authentic in communicating that that is my genuine belief and that is my genuine story and that's my genuine truth. So I'm gonna come on here my most truthful self. Like, I'm not gonna hide myself just to be accepted, but at the same time, I want you to know that you don't have to hide yourself to be accepted by me. Okay, you can be who you are. I will not be one of those people that, like, again, positive space. I want this to be a positive space. So don't worry about that. I will be mentioning a little bit more of God only because I am gonna use him as my source this year to tell me what content to do. And so he has to get the credit, honestly. And lastly, I want to have a consistent sleep schedule in 2025. You guys, in 2024, my sleep was trash. Like, let's just be honest. Like, I did not have a regular sleep schedule. I honestly thought I had insomnia. I self-diagnosed myself with insomnia because I had such a hard time going to sleep, only because I feel like 2024 was such a big preparation month for me. Like, I went through my highest highs and my lowest lows in 2024, and I feel like it was preparing me to be this woman that is now standing in front of you today. But I think it's time that I kind of reel it back in and bring back some more routine and structure into my sleep routine. So what I'm gonna do is making sure that I'm in bed by 10 p.m. no matter what, unless it's like a date night or there's a special event going on, but I'm gonna make sure that my body is under my sheets at 10 p.m. as much as possible. One thing I'm gonna do, if you choose to join this challenge, I'm going to have a Facebook group. I'm going to create a Facebook group. I don't even know if I remember how to do that because I'm not, like, again, I'm not on social media like that. Like, my social media is YouTube personally and a little bit of IG, okay? But I'm going to create a Facebook group because I know how important it is to have accountability. And for me personally, I do better when I'm like in a group of other girls doing the same things and working on the same goals. So I'm going to create a Facebook group for all of us to connect. You will find the links in the comments down below. Some additional things that I'm gonna do to make sure that I'm successful with this challenge. I am going to do weekly Sunday planning. So I'm going to be extremely intentional. I'm gonna set a time every Sunday where I have to sit at my desk, right, with my 2-3 screens and plan out my week, like being a lot more intentional about this, because like I was telling you guys earlier, like I have a really demanding job, and if I'm not careful, like I can end up not making time for self-care in my life, and I don't want that to be my story. So I want to be extremely like disciplined, and I want to plan my success ahead of time. Like, I do not want to fail to plan this year at all. Like, I want to be very intentional about planning, consistent planning. So I plan to check in every Sunday, making sure I'm making progress on my goals, giving you guys an update, making sure that I'm making any adjustments that I need to make in order to stay on track. Something else that I'm going to be a little bit more intentional about is only being open to high vibe conversations and high vibe content in general. Like I was telling you guys earlier, like in addition to not listening to low vibe music and low vibe podcasts and YouTube videos, I'm going to also like not entertain low vibe conversations and low vibe environments and spaces in general. Like if a friend calls me and all she wants to do is complain, like I'm going to lovingly and gracefully tell her that in order to stick to my goals, I cannot continue this conversation. Like unless we can switch it to something else, like I'm gonna have to keep my mind on only the things that I want. Because like guys, the power of your subconscious mind is crazy. I can also do a video on this, let me know down below. But the thoughts that you think create reality. Like the Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he. So you have to be careful about your thoughts. Your thoughts are creating who you are. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Your thoughts are creating the life that you have. You've created this life you have right now because of your thoughts. And so if I want a different life, like I cannot be entertaining the same thoughts. And for me, like if I don't set boundaries with conversations with friends, because I'm a really sensitive person, it's gonna affect me negatively. So I have to set those boundaries. And that's gonna be one additional thing I'm going to do to set myself up for success. I hope that I addressed all your questions. If you do have any more questions, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to answer them because we're gonna be on this together. Don't forget to join the Facebook group if you like accountability. Okay, I don't want you to be by yourself in this challenge. The whole point of this is to create community, the whole point of this channel. So please come and join us in the Facebook group. I would love to have you. So if you like this video, go ahead and give me a like. If you want to join this challenge with me, go ahead and subscribe and join the Facebook group. And go ahead and click the notification bell so that you're aware of when I post my next challenge update or any other videos that I'm going to do to help you on this journey. It was so much fun just talking to you guys. This video was a little bit more impromptu. I did not plan it much, right? I just had a couple notes on my phone. So I'm hoping that you guys like this style of video. I'm just like, experimenting and seeing what you guys like. So let me know down below if you like that type of content. I will continue to update you. If there's anything specific about my journey you want me to share, also go ahead and let me know down below. If you would like to invite your friends on this challenge, go ahead and share this video with them so that they can join us and we can all be in this together. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching and spending this time with me. I know that you could be watching any other videos right now, but you chose to watch this video until the end, and I'm so grateful. And if you made it this far, I think we vibes this. So go ahead and subscribe. I love you so much, and I hope that your 2025 is your best year yet. So let's make it the best year by implementing those habits and starting the year off strong with the 75 soft challenge. Mwah. See you in the next one.